Not long ago, I happened to be in Ottawa listening to a great evangelist speaking. His name is Father Martin. Father Martin talks about alcoholism, one of the great plagues of our time. And he stood there and he looked at all of us sitting in the audience and he said, since it was billed as an AAA meeting, how many of you in this audience had too much to drink last night? Nobody raised their hands. But he said, this is not a horticultural meeting. This is an AA meeting. How many of you had too much to drink? Nobody raised their arms. And then he said, well, I want you to know that some of the finest leaders in the world and some of the greatest inventors, some of the biggest innovators in the world were alcoholics. Now, let me name a few of them, and he did. Now, he said, how many of you had too much to drink last night? A few hands went up. Good company. Then he said, well, I want to give you a practical example, the rest of you that are sitting on your hands. A practical example of innovation is the toilet seat. How many of you know the toilet seat with a split in the center? Now, here's a guy who wears a cloth talking to us about toilet seats. He said, how many of you know that that toilet seat with a split in the center was invented by an alcoholic who got tired of getting hit in the back of the neck? Well, a ripple of laughter broke out. And with that ripple of laughter, what Martin said is, let's talk plain language. If we're going to be talking about dollars and destiny and dreams and doing, let's talk plain language. Let's not kid ourselves with semantics. Let's not kid ourselves with slogans. Let's not kid ourselves with facts and figures alone. Let's talk plain language. The people you deal with are going to be the people you trust. And the people you trust are going to be the ones that basically understand your culture, your commons and your differences, and respect it. And the people you trust are not only going to be inherent members of your value team, but inherent members of your values team.